I gotta get out of here. I think I'm gonna lose it.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
You get your kick saying something like that, man.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the is that?
Late night ramble about the games we play, fighting virtual battles of the break of day. ABF and friends breaking chains and lock, discussing culture wars, we're off the clock. Off the hip we fire, talking truth to wire tires. Games and wars we won't conspire, off the hip we light the fire. Joystick warriors fighting left and right, pixels clashing like a neon light. Won't miss in the code trying to find, taking a stand for the uncaged mind. Off the hip we fire, talking truth till wires tires. Games and wars we won't conspire, off the hip we light the fire. In the virtual trenches standing tall, pixel blocks rise just to fall. Culture clash and break the walls, podcasting goes free of all. Controllers clutch, knuckles white, ABF and friends in the late night fight. Virtual realms where freedom's tight, battling wolves, feel it all alright. Off the hip we fire, talking truth till wires tires. Games and wars we won't conspire, off the hip we light the fire.
Welcome to Off the Hip, episode 15. Just going to jump into introductions today. Celebrate the death of Xbox 360. Multi, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. Hope everyone else is doing well. And actually, yeah, let's get into this as soon as you're done with all the other stuff, because I have some takes on it.
Norman, how are you doing? Oh, you are muted.
You're muted.
Oops.
Up here, I'm muted up here on this thing. Yeah. Well, I was just going to say, I didn't realize I was wearing green today, but it's quite apt in respect to our fallen Xbox 360 store. Yeah, other than that, I had a pretty good week. Saw Deadpool and Wolverine on Friday. Had a good, walked out and had a better time than a worse time, so that was fun. Played some Nobody Wants to Die over the past couple of days.
That
Pretty
game looks really cool.
Yeah, fun games in 2329 Bioshock, Cyberpunk, New York, where you're Detective James Kara trying to reconstruct crime scenes and all sorts of nonsense. But the world building, story, graphics, characters are all on point. So I'm really drawn into it. And yeah, other than that, I'd just like to say that our good co-host Nerdslap is currently on assignment for Off the Hip, learning how the other half lives. He's currently camping on vacation. So, as opposed to us camera dwelling troglodytes. So have fun out there, Nerdslap. Hope you're having a good time.
Yeah, he is without internet reception, he was saying. So I don't know if he's watching right now or not.
He's with us in spirit.
Yeah.
And he promised he was going to fix that sensor beep. My ear is still bleeding. So I apologize for everybody with earphones. You promised.
Sippy Zubu, what have you been up to?
Just stealing MCU fans' woman.
Those are fighting words, sir.
Yeah, I'm calling him out. He's been hiding, bro. MCU fans been hiding a bit, bro. Dom's everywhere. I've been hanging out with Dom a lot. It's been a lot of fun. We played Party Animals yesterday.
I saw that.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah,
And as a Sony pony, I can't help but to still hate Xbox, even though this is a sad day of, like goated console eras of video games, dying. Xbox is the reason why we all had to start paying for online.
I mean, you're
Oh,
not
yeah.
wrong on that.
I have
one.
always hated
Like-
Xbox for that. Like they all had to pay for it, and then with the PS3 came, we all had to pay for it too. And I'm like, this is what I'm not paying for online. Screw you. This is the beginning of the end.
PS3, they tried it free for a while, and then they just said, no, okay, start paying.
Yeah, they're doing it. We're doing it. But PlayStation will give you free themes.
Hey,
Ooh.
okay, so for the Key 9 that were I got mine at a Target because that was the only place it was available. They had marked down Xbox Live cards to like they like clearanced them out to like so you get like a year's worth for like $10. Yeah, guess what? It didn't matter. They didn't realize it, so I grabbed one. And I think I got a year's worth for a song and a dance. So that was nice. Yeah, they didn't realize that was good. It worked exactly the same. And
It was a transformative time, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we move on to you, Mo, I just want to address something. Shock got into a fight whether oatmeal raisin cookies are good or not.
Yes. Start a
And
war.
I think I'm on your side, Shock.
Yes. You know
Yep,
who
oatmeal-
started it? Unironically, was Jessica. She was like,
Really?
she was
Lindstorm?
like, yeah, Lindstrom. She was like, it was a weird poll. It was, should I make chocolate chip cookies or homemade Oreos? And I'm like, where's the oatmeal raisin option? That's what I said. And then a friend of mine like went on a tirade. She's Canadian, okay? She eats ketchup chips.
That's true.
Hey, you shut your dirty whore mouth.
You
All right,
Canadian?
ketchup
Same
chips are
here.
amazing.
What a boutique!
I don't know.
I'm not from I live very close, but okay. Ketchup chips are good. All dressed chips are better. Carrying along.
It's literally barbecue chips without the American swagger to it.
It's sugar tomatoes.
That's what barbecue is.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, Nerd Slap. This is where I'm at too, but like people are acting like they're disgusting. And
What
that
did you
they
call
should be
him?
Thrown in the garbage.
Did you just misgender? It's
Oh,
Nerd
did I-
Wars.
Nerd Wars. Damn it! I keep mixing those two up.
Wait, what did you say? I missed it.
He said
Nerd
Nerd
Slap,
Slap.
probably.
Instead of Nerd
Yeah.
Wars.
Oh,
Dirty Badger is probably what he
lots of nerds everywhere.
Well,
My
the-
thing is if you don't like oatmeal raisin cookies, it's because your grandma never made them for you, and I feel bad for you.
Yes.
I'm sorry
Oh
your
my
grandma
goodness.
didn't love you enough to make you oatmeal raisin to realize how good they are.
True.
But here's
White
the thing,
chocolate
like, are you
macadamia
talking
is
about
fire.
which cookie is best, or just like oatmeal raisin are definitely good cookies?
That's not how the internet works, all right? You have to speak in extremes only. That's how you get retweeted a bunch of times. That's how you start a cookie war.
What does that even mean, Celluloid Dream?
Yay. Oh, I know what he's talking about, the M&M cookies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are good.
Okay.
I like those.
Dang.
Because they're like different colors. Like there's a red one and an orange one and a yellow one.
I thought it was just because Eminem likes it up the butt.
Well, two things can be true at once.
Yes.
It's true. Very true.
Hey, Barnes and
the
Noble.
green one likes it up the
Barnes and Noble used to have a Reese's cup cookie, and it was beyond fire. It was so good.
Reese's Buttercups are just incredible.
Yes,
I
tried
don't
it
think
in a
make
cookie. So
anything better.
yes.
I think Reese's Pieces are better than Reese's.
All right,
Peanut Butter Cup.
kick Subhuman.
Oh,
Chips
man.
Ahoy are like coasters. They're disgusting.
Chips Ahoy.
They're coasters.
The soft ones are
The
good.
Chewy Chips Ahoy go hard
The
though.
chewy, yeah, the chewy.
They
Chips Ahoy.
well, yeah, they go hard in about a week after you open them.
Hell, they're
How do they last that long with your orangutan?
Preservatives.
Like, having,
Yeah, it's not
producing
real.
all the milk you can to eat with all.
Yeah,
with
Chips
that whole
Ahoy
sleeve of
suck.
cookies.
Are you- so bad.
I mean, we got Oreos over here. We don't have Chips Ahoy, so that sells it right there for you.
no Chips Ahoy. Wow.
Damn.
Well,
If you enjoy
Mo,
them, yes. Go ahead.
let's get to your introduction. Weasel says you like lemon cookies, by the way.
Ooh.
I do like lemon stuff. There's a few lemon things I don't like the parties. But
I had lemon squares. I don't think I've ever had a lemon.
oh my goodness, they're amazing. Lemon
Yeah,
tarts,
lemon
lemon
squares
squares,
are good.
dude. Well, yeah, and you live in Arizona, and they're probably way better there than anywhere because they literally don't lemons just grow in your backyard. If you
Citrus
like
just grows in the
Yeah.
desert
Kibble?
for no reason whatsoever. It's
I
great.
did not know that.
dude, Keebler cookies were fire. Fudge stripes, get out of here. with
Yeah,
that.
the fudge was.
Well,
so good.
Subhuman said Kibler. don't know if anybody's heard of Kibler cookies before.
Those
Well,
are the dog
he's
ones.
a over the road
Ah,
trucker.
that's right,
Let's
Kibler
give him.
bits.
All right.
Yeah, those are the dog cookies.
Well,
He got a lot lizard in his car. Yeah. So.
he's getting pretty close to Fudge Packer territory, isn't he?
Yeah.
The Kibler
Ooh.
talk.
So we're already 10 minutes in. So I would like to say fuck you ABF for showing Clint Eastwood as your first comment. I'm offended by that. I knew you were gonna do it too. I'm like, this son of a bitch. He's gonna put it up. He's gonna.
That was
do
a
it.
good one, though. You have to admit.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But you know, anyways, fuck Isaac. Anyways, yeah. What's my intro? I don't know.
Hail Magna.
Just been doing nerdy stuff, fixing computers, got a mini disc player from a Goodwill for $3, and I fixed it, so I'm pretty excited about that. Just it's Canadian berries. Whoa!
Did you put battery in it? Is that
Oh my goodness! I didn't even see that. Huh? No, it's like one of those banger ones, like those ones you put in the entertainment center.
Oh,
this is the side one.
Oh, beautiful. Both
perfect. Did you do that in person or was it mailed to you?
We'll just put that away.
Yes.
That's the way. Hide the J.
Yes, with all the with the most popular YouTuber being a little spicy, I think we need to turn down this. We need to be a little less spicy. We need to take it from habanero to jalapeno. All right.
The habaneros are so good.
So yes.
Yeah, neither one are that spicy. But...
So I'm fresh off a win over the weekend of winning the Nerd Rage video game trivia contest. It was a close one. The Angry Badger even got an extra point out of the gate, which I thought was bullshit. But unlike the 2020 election, it was not fortified. I actually came out on top. So yeah. Anyways. So yeah, no, it's been good. It's been good. Yeah. Oh. So, well, it's not like he's next to a kid. We'll give him that at least. So
I don't see the problem with the whole Olympics opening thing because it's France, right? And they have to represent what is French culture. And I saw a bunch. Hold on, I saw a bunch.
No,
of women,
you really want this piece of information before you.
I'm ready.
Okay.
France
okay. I warned you. Go ahead.
France says, "Hey, what's more French than women with baguettes?"
Okay.
And they represented France well. They were everywhere.
What about the guy in the background right behind the kid that had chewing gum stuck to his leg, if you catch my drift?
Mm-hmm. Oh.
His egg was hanging out. That's why I was trying to warn you. So,
Did
but
you
I guess
Protestant. We don't.
That's exactly the joke he was making. Women with baguettes.
Yes. But
yes, that's exactly.
Yeah,
what
there were women with baguettes, but during the Last Supper, there was the guy.
Oh my
yes.
God.
I know, but it was actually the only non-woman. It was the one that wasn't a woman. It was just like some thirsty gay dude, and he's just like, "Hey, check it out!" And he just pulled out his nut. You know, he did like the.
That's just the natural.
He did like the you want to see my wristwatch.
Gravity affects us all.
Yeah, well, apparently some more than others.
Well, that intro was so good they've erased it from history.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what? It goes to both sides, dude. Like, just never apologize because when you apologize, we don't believe you. Like, it's it's like such a slap to the face. It's like, we know you don't care. We know you don't mean this apology. I don't know what it is about these companies and big like conglomerates for like, oh, we're gonna make a statement and just piss everybody off. Just stop.
Because they're not apologizing to you, they're apologizing to the sponsors and the people that hosting these events and all that.
Yep.
True. Just like the Tenacious D. They were like, you know what? I actually don't mean it. And he took his apology off. Deleted it.
Please don't kick us out of the country, Australia, but
that's where I
anyway. So
the band
that's
member
where my
did.
mind went.
Kyle
Jack
Gass.
Black still
And
says he's sorry.
Kyle Gass took it down, and I had a feeling he might have. The people that were like, "Oh, you should forgive everybody. I'm a Christian. Forgive people just for your own sake and your own health." But to just say, "Well, he's good. I know he's going to do something like that." It's all.
We
I'm
have our
sorry.
expert here.
Yeah, it's all. I'm sorry. I got caught. That's it.
Yep,
I'm sorry. I
that's all
got
it
caught.
was.
That's all it ever comes off as.
Yep.
if you're just like, hey, I messed up, it happens, and you move
Well,
along and you
okay,
don't
so the
apologize,
shit-
but you.
Go ahead, finish real quick.
No. There wasn't anything else. It was.
Oh, I was like, but I do agree in forgiveness, but only if it's a sincere apology. If you're just saying it for lip service, then fuck you. I don't have to forgive you for shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was just talking about more of the more spirit, just for your own health, like people, but it's just like, as far as like appraising the situation, I was like, he didn't mean it. Give me
The
a break.
more I think about it, because my thing is, I don't want any speech censored, right? I would hope that most normal people would hear something like that and go, this is disturbing. I'm not going to support this person anymore. But most people don't care. But I think this is the people that what's it called? The people that like book their events. I think they themselves said, "Hey,
The
we don't want to
sponsors and
deal with
things.
this heat. You're done.
Yeah.
You're gone." And
Well,
I
it was-
think that
it was
the
actually
insurers
is
as
the
well.
free
Yeah, the
market
insurance.
reacting to this.
Yeah.
We don't need to censor speech. We don't need to kick anybody out of the country because that's what Australia does. But I think it's just the people who hire them say, "Hey, we don't want to work with you anymore because you're not advertiser friendly."
No, it's because the insurers, they're like, whoa, you just talk shit about a president that just got some lead slung at him, and they're like, we cannot afford the insurance for this. It's not worth it. Like whatever we get from this isn't going to cover the insurance. So
am I wrong to think that's kind of a free market solution? Like, I think that's kind of a good thing. We didn't have to censor their speech. They can do whatever they want. They can apologize or they can take it away. But the people who are hiring them will say, hey, we don't want to hire you anymore. It wasn't people calling them and being like, your person is violent. Blah, blah, blah. It's not canceling. It's just the actual.
No, that's actually what happened.
Backwards on that.
No,
Well,
that's
I
actually
imagine
what
some
happened with the
MPs had a
Olympics.
few complaints the next day as well.
Yeah, the Olympics lost some sponsors because of that. Imagine going so
Yeah,
woke that even woke people are like, "Whoa, dude, that's
Calm
like,
down.
They lost
Yeah.
like an energy provider and a few other people. Like
Hey,
that.
what up,
Yeah.
buddy?
No, MCU fan, you are a simp, but we're gonna get you help. Don't worry.
Yes, we're gonna transition you to a man."
Can't.
Mo will teach you what it's like to be a man.
And then when someone calls you a simp, you just say they're transphobic.
Can you full screen Simpy, Waffy? Or
I want me to
whoever,
be
Zulu,
Waffy?
Simpy, Woof, Woof.
Want me to
Even
be
MCU
Waffy?
fan
name
couldn't
now.
stay in
You
character.
gotta
He
fix
was,
Yeah, no, they did pull it down
You
themselves,
switch your name every week.
but it was through
I did
pressure.
switch my name around. Yeah. Where's my Waffy?
I was gonna have you.
I made
full screen
MCU.
for,
I made
for
MCU fan go kayfabe.
I think MCU fan will still simp for Krista, even if she's not available, right?
Oh, for sure.
Till the day dies, I imagine.
Well, who knows? Who knows? He might have some respect for a taken woman.
I can't find out. I have too
Well,
many things.
I'm surprised
Nagarnal-
that he didn't get a restraining order after that hug in Vegas. That was something.
All right.
Nagarnal,
He
you
looked
haven't
like
done your
Pedro
intro yet.
Pascal.
No, I know. I figured we were
Y'all
gonna
see
treat
that?
my intro like Donald Trump search results.
Nope, I didn't forget
Oh,
about
Completely
God.
omit it.
it.
Nope, it's not there. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
There we
Oh.
Waffy's back.
God,
Hello,
that's
Waffy.
good.
Yummy.
What have I been up to? Not much. I kicked someone from our Discord earlier today because I'm pretty sure it was like some weird account that had been
Oh, really?
messaging me.
Interesting.
Swung the hammer.
Bam.
Oh yeah, like
Get out.
I don't know. This person was claiming to be somebody that I'm pretty sure they're not, because this person that they were saying they were has like over 1 million followers on TikTok and shit. But anyway,
I
today
didn't even
they
see
messaged
it, but-
me. Yeah, they only commented in like one of our channels one time, but today they were like, "Make me an admin in your
Oh my
thing,"
God.
and I literally replied with a
Yeah.
laughing emoji. It was like
That's right.
someone. He was like, "Make me an admin," and then he was like waiting. So I was like, I went right to the Discord, kicked him, and said, "Check again. Are you an admin now?" He never responded. So.
I'll give you the boot. Gave him the boot.
As we found out in the last few days, Discord servers are. You better be careful.
Got your woman.
Mhm.
Yeah, Baghdad. This is what I was thinking
Boy.
too.
Kenny
Kenny G. Mm.
Not Kenny
You're
G,
thinking of
Kevin G. Yeah.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
say Kenny? Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, she said Kenny, but I thought she meant Kevin.
Thinking of
Yeah, I think she meant Kevin as well.
You know,
Oh,
we
no.
knew that's
Don't know
that's a
who
little
Kevin G is,
inside
but you're
baseball.
better
with
off.
That's really
both of us.
inside.
You don't want to know. Don't look up
Yeah.
Kevin G, whatever you do.
Don't,
But we
Don't do it, yeah.
don't worry
Well,
about it at all.
They're going to now, though. We told them not to.
And Deer's like, yes, thank you. That was it.
That's why you
So, yeah,
don't
that's
address
it.
the elephant in the room.
Oh,
Yeah,
So here's our first story. The Xbox 360 had marketplace support for over 20 years, and Microsoft decided no more. They actually gave this announcement about a year ago, and gave everybody pretty clear warning. But you can't download any of your games that aren't currently on your drive, and you can't update games or download DLC anymore.
oh wow. They just went
'Cause the-
full. I didn't realize that.
Basically, the internet connectivity part is just broken on the console now.
Right.
This is like ultimate. Like when you buy games online, you're renting it.
Well,
Holy
okay.
crap, man.
This is where my mind was going too, but I pulled up this article. Let me make it bigger. But yeah, so launched in 2005 along with the storefront. But everything, and I think Microsoft has done a pretty good job with all this.
Oh, yeah.
But you can still access everything that you've ever bought through the Xbox One or the Xbox Series X or S.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can even
you can't.
you can
Okay.
even retrieve your avatars. Like, remember
Yeah.
the Xbox
Oh,
360
yeah.
avatar? You can retrieve all of them. They have them stored somewhere, and you can just download them with an app and then put them on your profile, and they're there forever again.
Oh, that's
Yep.
crazy, dude. Because PlayStation is terrible at this. There's so many
Oh, yeah.
PS3 games that I can't download on my 4, and it feels like theft.
Oh.
But I could get a PlayStation, my 3, like plug my 3 back in, right, and re-download it
Yeah,
still.
that's what I do.
What's up, Jess?
You started a
Hello,
war,
Jess.
Jessica.
Yeah, you need to make oatmeal cookies next time.
Yeah, you didn't make
Mm.
oatmeal raisin cookies, and you triggered me and all the Canadians.
By the way, we're burying the lead on that story. Homemade Oreos. That sounds freaking amazing.
That sounds really
seriously.
good. I
Yeah,
don't know
that
why
was
she didn't
so
just make
weird.
that. Yeah.
I've never seen that before. I'm
Oh
curious.
my goodness.
I don't
Is it
trust
like a
any
whoopie
cookies that
pie,
are vegan.
basically?
So I just got a hit of nostalgia here by reading the article, reading ahead. 1 versus 100. Does anybody remember paying that on Xbox Live?
What was
It was where you would they'd have a live announcer, and it would be 1 versus 100 like the game show, and you'd have one person and you'd have 101 people in a live announcer. So you'd have people in there answering questions, and you would actually win prizes and stuff. It was like an actual if there's video of it, dude, it was so fun. I just remember one guy won and he disconnected right when he won. So he couldn't win anything.
Oh,
I just remember I was like, ugh, I like cringed so hard at that guy. I was like, I feel bad for you. But yeah, 1 versus 100 on Xbox Live. When Xbox Live was
Yeah, you could
kicking
probably
and they
just
had all the
watch
fun stuff, it was
just
amazing.
right. The goat.
Yep, agreed.
Yes.
We're adding to the ranks.
It is Subhuman, bro. It's fair season, bro. I'm gonna get one. I get one at the OC fair every year. Those are bomb.
But the article basically just goes into how much of the market share that they had to where they were actually steering Call of Duty around with exclusives. Just sort of a nostalgia hit, but
Aw,
yeah,
man,
that's pretty funny actually.
that's cool.
I love how so the statement that I read from Xbox.com from them themselves, they talked about Gears of War and like a couple other things. Didn't even mention Halo. And I was like, that's basically a reason why a lot of people bought Xboxes, because it was Halo was exclusive to it, as well as
Yep.
Gears of War.
Yeah.
But Halo was a huge thing until he showed his ass.
Master Cheeks. You know?
He showed his cheek.
If you scroll back up to that
Oh,
previous
no.
paragraph as well, just one more, I think. They're talking about the impact it's had. Yeah, changes and add-ons like Xbox Live Arcade. Yeah, fair enough. The Kinect I don't know. Did anyone here have a Connect?
I did.
I had it,
Yeah.
and I don't think I ever used it. Actually,
Yeah, the people I knew never used it.
I
By the
sold
way, I
it
forgot I
in the
had
parking
this.
lot right after I bought my 360.
I was about to say, I think it came with
HD
something that I
DVD, baby.
bought.
It's gonna catch on. I swear.
Yeah, I backed the wrong word. No, but yeah, it's a useful drive. But yeah, the reason I liked it is you could mount your network adapter and plug in additional items. So it's cool. It's not like I could sell it. I literally got it at the SN. I paid $50. They said, mark the movies you want. They sent me completely different movies because they ran out. They're like, here, take it. So yeah, they got like 8 free movies with it. So
I had one of those puppies too. With I had I don't know 10 or 12 different HD DVDs, thinking that it was actually going to be a thing.
It was good though. I liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
That's hilarious. But yeah, let's move on to our next story. Did anybody have anything else to add to the Xbox 360? I mean, it's everything is still there, and I don't think anyone is still on an Xbox 360 anymore. Anyways,
I definitely think it was the most user-friendly generation we've ever had. Like, purely from the avatars alone, I had so much fun putting my character together. I had an Iron Man suit. There was Batman going on. Had like a nano suit and all that kind of stuff. It was awesome.
Yep, and it had one of the best music apps like ever, freaking ever.
Oh, yeah.
Early Last FM was awesome. They would show pictures of the band that were playing,
Here,
so you'd be listening to music.
That
was cool. Yeah, because you could play it over.
Oh yeah,
games and stuff.
that's the internal link.
Melee
Well,
games.
the best way you could do it was you could get like a USB drive.
Yep.
And put like 1,000 songs on it, and then just plug it into the Xbox, and then that's your full library there.
I think everybody had Unknown Album right at the damn top of their collection.
So many. That's the mixtape.
Yeah.
Bro.
But
you could take burnt CDs and just rip them right to the
Oasis,
Xbox.
Green Day.
Oh, and if you had a Xbox Media Center, if you had a Media Center PC, you could stream stuff from it. But it was real. Oh, the Blade. The Blade. By the way, if you have a unupdated Xbox 360 that has the Blade on it, it goes for a ton of money. Like, there's people that have not updated their past this interface, which was the best. Everything beyond it was just devoid of character.
I
loved the Blade.
I think of my friend's house every time I see this interface. Like, because I never had an Xbox, so my friends had Xboxes, and when I went to their houses.
You could have your own character with different stuff on. Like my guy had like a Boba Fett helmet, an Assassin's Creed shirt. It might have been a Red Faction shirt. Assassin's Creed wristband.
It really is just synonymous with Mountain Dew.
Lightsaber.
This UI
I think it was like the
incredible
best
for its
UI.
time.
It's incredible now. Like they have mimic ones on different services. Yeah, it's
better than the current Xbox. It's better than PlayStation has been.
Better than what Discord looks like right now.
Yeah.
20 years later.
I will say I did like the sort of mid-gen software refresh they did for the 360 as well. Well, they updated the dashboard and everything. It was a good change.
And the Windows Media Center worked with your Windows really well too.
Yeah, so to get it's like at least $200 to get if you want to get a Blades interface. So if you want the original, like it goes for a lot of money. Yeah. Windows Media Player, baby.
Player 10. Man, this is good stuff. Yeah, remember the little trap door?
That was great.
Yep.
The faceplates, dude. Love the faceplates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could like get different faceplates, put them on there.
Yep.
L3.
1G.
I got the quintessential early 2010s, late 2000s. I got the carbon fiber, man. That was cool. But I still have one. I still have an Xbox 360. It's still fun to play.
Does that one work, or did it red ring?
Nope. The drive's a little wonky, but you can literally just get. It's so funny because you're like, oh man, I need to get an add-on for I need to drive 60 gigabytes. You're like, yeah, I'll just get a $10 USB and it tests it for speed. You're like, yeah, this is good. So for like $5, you can just have all the games on there. It's just funny how much things have. I remember modding mine. I remember taking the hard drive out, and there's certain laptop hard drives you could get that would work with the Xbox 360. You could transfer it. Like I remember trying to game the system to save like $40 because I was so broke. You know, it was like all that stuff you could do with the 360 was just awesome. I love that thing. It
Yeah,
was
my
so
friend
much
had
fun.
one that was hacked, and he just had like pretty much the entire catalog ripped onto the.
Oh, dude, we're
the
forgetting the best part. My favorite part.
Yep.
The Xbox Arcade. Xbox Arcade was fire. They had so many good little games in there. Like they had like Street. I remember playing Street Fighter Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Turbo on there, and they'd have like
yeah, that's
online. One of my favorite indie games ever. I made a game with zombies in it. If you haven't seen it, it's on Steam for free. It's basically this guy and he ended up making like a bunch of games after that, but it was like his first game. It was so, oh my goodness. It was so many good memories. I loved it. I loved Xbox Arcade. The media player was awesome. The whole thing was just great.
Yeah.
Wasn't Battlefield 1943 part of that arcade?
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's
that was
my
a-
favorite, bro.
That was a free game, and it was great. Yeah.
They had like 2 levels, but they're the best levels. They were just,
Yeah, like just. I feel like a fraud.
I can hear the
saying I
theme
like-
right now.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I feel like a fraud saying that I think 1943 was way better than 42. I don't know what it is because the map is smaller and it's more fun. I liked 2, but just I played 3 more.
Yeah, well, I mean, it came much later too.
That's
1942, like you barely had, networking for multiplayer support.
Yeah.
I liked
That's
the first
true.
one I played on
Here's so
Xbox
much
360 was Battlefield 2 Modern Combat.
Wait, it was $10. I thought it was free.
No, it was
Maybe
$10.
$10.
It was
Maybe
$10
you're right.
on the Xbox 3. Yeah, it was $10. Yeah, but it was so worth it. It was,
It was
so much
totally
fun.
worth it.
Was it free on PlayStation?
Dude.
Then?
How good was the feeling when you would blast a plane out of the sky with your tank?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's like
I was doing
that's
that
my
about
favorite,
one.
just in Battlefield 3 and
Yeah,
4.
those anti-air turrets.
no, but like an actual, just a regular unlockable, like just you just pick one off,
Yep.
like Clark in the end zone from Joe Montana. It's like
I
hit him while
forgot
they're running.
which. I think it was the Guatemala one. Whenever you would hear the horn sirens, you would have to swim out to the ocean so you didn't die.
Really?
Paddle out,
Wow.
paddle out.
Oh,
You had to
no.
swim out, or else that's how you
Oh, no,
avoided
no.
the air raids. Just was swimming
Huh.
out to the water.
Wow.
It was so much fun. But you mentioned Street Fighter, bro. The oatmeal raisin lady, Melee K, who I've been arguing with a lot because that's what we do. We also have another war, which is who's better, Cammy or Chun-Li. That's also another debate we're having right now.
Like
Chun-Li.
better as in better
Yes,
fighter or
Chun-Li.
better?
Chun-Li's
All
classic.
of it, all of it.
You know,
I was gonna say
Who's-
Chun-Li. I mean, Cammy has the better cake. Anyways, I'll just leave it there. I
Okay,
think.
okay.
But it might be the outfit. But Cammy was unstoppable if you knew how to fight with her. Chun-Li was kind of cheap because she just bounced off the walls, and
Yep.
people that kind of sort of sucked could get by with that stupid mechanic, like them and Vega. They could just
That was-
jump
yeah.
off the wall, which is stupid.
I don't like
hated that.
cheesing when I play fighting games, and so I try
Yeah,
not
but-
to use it until I have no health, and then I'll do it. And I'll be like, you almost had me, but I'm just gonna do the leg attack and win.
Fucking Chodo spammers. I hope you all get explosive diarrhea. Those people just throw fireballs.
Any
incessantly.
spammers.
Yeah. Well, fireball spammers are the worst. That's why I love playing as Blanca, because I can jump over their attacks and go under them, and they just don't know what to do. So
Hell yeah, she is.
What you say, Mo? I would never play Injustice 2 and just spam laser over and over again playing as Superman.
Oh god,
Damn.
I
That's
never
what's
played
up.
2. I like the first one though.
2 was alright.
the Green Arrow in the first one was like, all right, that spinning of the bow. I wanted to punch people in the face. It was just like, it was the cheapest attack in the entire game. I hated it.
Yeah, it just turned into Projectile Fast, Green Lantern as well.
Fun game, great story, especially when they lobotomize Shazam. I was like, holy shit, that got real dark real quick.
The second one had some good DLC as well. Ninja Turtles, Dark Side.
Oh, I remember that. And they have some Mortal
that's
Kombat
cool.
characters too.
That's cool.
You might be thinking of. Oh no, Injustice? I don't think so. I mean, it basically was
they
exactly
had,
like Mortal Kombat.
I thought they had Scorpion in
Scorpion was in the first
they?
one, yeah, and then
Oh,
like a
they had
stylized
Sub-Zero.
one.
Makes sense.
And
Yeah,
then
that's what it was.
Sub-Zero
Yeah.
in the next one.
They almost had like a comic-y version of it.
Oh
It
yeah,
was-
number
yeah.
2.
Well, it was ripped out from whatever MK game was out at the time.
Oh man,
Yeah, they're pretty much the same.
the Injustice Ninja Turtles look better than the movie that came out around that time.
For real, they
Dude.
do.
Oh, they look so good.
Makes me
Oh, this is it.
Well,
Mikey was a lot of fun to play as.
Here's our next story.
New segment.
What do you guys think of skill-based matchmaking?
Sucks.
I hate it too.
Hate it.
So Activision has been experimenting on half of its user base in Call of Duty by not having it for some and having it for others. And they determined that people like it, and I think that's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Is this one of those things where like they do like the Coke Pepsi blind taste test on the streets, and they're just like, "Did you know that you actually like the one that you said you hated the whole time?" Because they did all this without telling them what was going on. Like,
Well,
it was
no,
a
this
blind
is
test.
just it could have been a legit like poll, because how skill based matchmaking works is it basically sets you up to win 1 or 2 games, and then it sets you up to lose 2 or 3 games, right? And so normal people that just play a game or two are gonna get like layup matches and be like, oh hey, yeah, I casually play and I have a lot of fun. Hardcore people, if you play 10 games in a row, you're only winning like 3 or 4 of those, and you're going to be playing against rough people the more you play. So if you just pull casual people, they're going to be like, yeah, I casually play and I have a lot of fun, and if it's skill-based matchmaking, then I like it. But hardcore people know, dude, this isn't fair. I'm getting set up against like people that are way better than me, and I'm getting like, you know, disenfranchised for doing good and playing your game. Like, that's not fair. It's very like anti-fan, you know what I mean? It helps the normies enjoy the game, and then if you're a fan, it's like, yeah, go to hell, you're gonna buy and play our game anyway.
Right.
Yeah, no, see, I don't have a problem with setups like recent Street Fighter games or Counter-Strike where you have to work up the ranks if you want to. Like,
I was just about to say, that's why I play
rank.
Valorant, because the rank system is much more fair, because if you basically struggle in your rank. Like if you're in silver and you're kicking ass and then you do good and you get to gold, you get beat up, you go back to silver, and then you just keep
and that's the way it should be.
beating
That's
the
okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, skill-based matchmaking, I think it should exist when there's competition involved. But if it's just quick play or, you know, just a regular quick match, I don't think that there should be.
That's exactly it. This is most online like multiplayer games, they have where you can go into ranked. You can play ranked matches, or you can just go into like the regular arenas or the regular death matches or whatever.
It needs
like
to be
that.
its own game mode, but
Right. We've known this since Halo 3. They had ranked in skill or ranked in public.
I mean, even League of Legends, Smite, I mean, those kind of games have that where you can just play normal folks, or you can go into ranked matches as well. So, like, I figured most games would do that now.
What's up, Nerdy Neo?
Well, that's how it used to. What's up, Neo? That's how it used to
Neo.
always be, though. It's only recently where they don't have those modes anymore, man. Like Counter-Strike is an old game that doesn't count. Like, like I'm trying to think of newer games that do that, and there's not many. League of Legends is also an old game. Like, I don't remember the last time COD did it.
R.I.P. Overwatch.
Yeah, see, Nerd Wars, this is where I'm at too. Like they actually purposely put skill-based matchmaking in quick play to do research for the ranked to put it in there. I've heard devs specifically, say that before.
Oh,
that's crazy.
So you can't really escape it.
Yeah.
See, this is why I was championing the game Concord, because it's basically just gay Destiny Overwatch.
Oh, I don't know about that one, man.
If you could just have all the gay people go play that game and give us Overwatch back, that would be great. Go play Concord. Give us Overwatch back.
Go spend $40-$50 to buy Concord and don't come back.
Yeah, don't come back. Go support gay people, you bigot.
You have to renounce your citizenship for any other game.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I've heard that they have pronouns in the selection and they start you off with they, them.
That's great.
and you have to work your way down. I don't believe it, and I don't care to find out. I can believe it, but that just sounds so ridiculous.
Can we do they them matchmaking where you play against people that hardly play the game?
Yeah. You know what they them matchmaking is? It's where 42% of your team just ends up not pointing the gun the other direction. So.
I think they misspelled a word. I think they meant to say a fraction of Call of Duty players are you.
No, faction. Well, it depends. That's a big difference. A faction is a lot of people. A fraction is obviously not a lot of people.
I think a faction's kind of like politically charged. Like there's a faction out there of players who are.
It's PC Gamer though, so I'm saying it was probably fraction.
Not
because
yeah.
they're idiots.
That's what I'm thinking. Fraction makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. This says it's not fun to always have to sweat. Obviously.
Exactly.
Although I don't know, maybe more people would probably not want to sweat every time they hop into a Call of Duty game.
Wait, X-Defiant
doesn't have it?
Okay,
No,
that is what it says. It's not fun. Okay, I'm retarded.
Huh.
They do not.
That's actually interesting. That makes
if you hop into a match, you'll get into players with like level 6, level 124. It doesn't matter.
I don't think it's X-Defiant is not skill based matchmaking. They basically just don't have a ranked mode, and they're not gonna have one until next year. Which is stupid. Isn't it next year, or is it like end of the year?
I don't know. That's just me surprised.
Let me go look it up real quick because I remember they just don't have ranked mode yet, and it's gonna be a long time until X-Defiant.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
I think it's terrible. What's the point of playing the game if you can't go rank? Because
you don't like ketchup chips. My hair is a bird. Your argument is invalid.
All
right.
You are among Americans.
Mo just lost the argument by bringing that shit up.
You guys are both. I think that
Multi.
Ubisoft just doesn't have money and they're spread super thin.
They're promoting games that are gonna fail. And
They have no
X-Defiant.
choice but to rally behind the games that they've made. Like I honestly
I
think
think
that
they just spent
in
about like $500 million promoting AC Shadows.
they're in a bad spot.
Yeah.
Their stock went down like 15% in one day last week. And it was all centered around the Assassin's Creed controversy because all the investors are like, maybe we should invest in this company.
Oh, one day. I think it was like 2 hours in that day. It like dropped. Like they were just waiting for the markets to open so they could dump it. That was crazy.
It kind of leveled out again, but they're still down about 10%, which is a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, they had an earnings call, so there's always going to be dips and rises when that shit happens. You see it with Disney. You see it with everyone else.
Yeah. But Activision's owned by Microsoft now, so and they're gonna want. Microsoft has always wanted to make your experience very curated and not vary as much, and skill-based matchmaking does that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird where we're sort of throwing the hate for the gaming industry these days. Like I feel like in the 2013-14 era, we were sort of all in on EA. They got voted like the worst company a couple of years in a row, worst company in America. And then I sort of moved on to Activision Blizzard for a few years, and that feels like Ubisoft's in the crosshairs.
Well, what's EA been really doing these past few years?
Making shitty Battlefield games. That was one of my favorites. Even though they were broken for the first 6 months they would come out and then finally fix them, I still loved the games that they made.
Same. So I do play a lot of EA games. And so like me hating EA is because I'm a customer of theirs, you know what I mean? But as time has gone, I out of nowhere, they really did become the most hated company ever. And this is coming from people who like don't play sports games. It's like, dude, you don't even play Madden. Like you have no idea how bad EA is with them. And I would kind of like downplay the reasons why a lot of people hate EA.
Yeah, like, EA were definitely champions of the earlier generations of the PS1, the Xbox. A game comes out every year. It's the same thing. It's an update. Nobody has a problem with it. They just buy it.
So I stopped. Like I broke like my last PlayStation controller, and then I was like, I gotta stop. Cold turkey. I've been done since 2020. I haven't played Madden or a sports game in forever. And I'm much happier off without it.
I was listening to my stepbrother play like NCAA or something last night, and he's just like raging the whole time. I was like, man, that game sounds like it sucks. Should probably not play it.
I'm just picturing you like looking up at plastered up holes in your wall and just, not today, not today.
Yeah. Not today.
You're
I'm
running out of
done.
space.
How many holes are in the ceiling? Maybe you can move on to that one next.
Me? None yet. You want me to put some there?
Not
You
yet.
could probably just reach. I mean, just go like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So that-
Just push right up on my ceiling.
Well, you can be like Kreese and put posters on the ceiling because his camera angle is so messed up.
Yeah, if I go like this. Put some,
Yeah.
put some posters up there.
Because when you have the perspective of a trash can.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
know.
I mean, he does have the
Fair man is
commitment.
Groucho.
You got to give him the compliment there. That's commitment to the trash can. You got to love it.
Well, not to get into sports, but anyways, I had a nice little debate with him. His camera belongs in the trash can. You hear me, Kreese? Belongs
I
there.
heard you. I heard you guys
Yeah, I
talking
know.
sports, so I just
Yeah,
left.
yeah. We should have moved it
Just
somewhere else,
dipped,
but there's
so.
really nowhere else. So, anyways, I'll
I'm
just
gonna
leave it
guess
there.
he likes the
Didn't like us
Dolphins
supposed to.
and you like the Bears or something like that.
No, it
Oh,
was
boy,
like the
sports ball.
top. It was basketball because that's my sport. So, anyways, I don't want
So
to.
he's a Lakers fan because of the color of his skin, and you are
Yeah.
a Bulls fan.
I am a Celtics fan.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, that's
Nope.
even worse.
Oh yeah, it's really horrible having a team that has the most championships. Anyways,
Oh,
moving
look
along.
at me! I just
This is
picked
the nerd
best
stream.
team ever. and
Oh
I
my
just-
gosh, I'm on the team that won so many championships, you
Yeah.
guys. I'm not
Hey.
from there, but I appropriated this
Yeah,
team
I just
because
like
it was
winners,
I was a,
guys.
I was
I
a
just like
huge
being
fan in the
winners.
'90s when they were winning 18 games a season. All right, and I still was there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
showed
Oh,
my
up.
you were a
God.
fair weather fan, huh? You
Oh,
You guys
never,
are so
never,
fucking
never,
gay.
never.
Holy
That
shit.
was
Went to Spurs, yeah. So, anyways,
Let's
Enjoy
talk
your-
about a team that puts balls in holes. So gay. Holy shit.
True and real.
But no, this is interesting.
don't be salty.
A bunch of stuff came out during the San Diego Comic-Con, and one of the things was film director that's working on the Bioshock film for Netflix said that they're reducing the scope due to budget cuts. And we were talking about this, before the stream, and I think it might force them to focus on the story being better.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, thinking about what they could probably do with a Bioshock film if they're with this full budget that they wanted, they were probably wanting to show off like big sceneries, and maybe I can imagine there being like a lot of flashbacks going back and forward to when everything's functioning to the point now where everything's desolate and dying. So they're probably going to have to just scale back and focus on it being a character story. Imagine it's going to be, for lack of a better term, more of a first person sort of adventure kind of thing.
Oh, dude, it better be told through one perspective. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
This
it was
is-
a
it's-
first-person, game.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what
I
made
feel
it
like
so
you can
good.
find like a movie version of the game, just the cutscenes and like parts where you're walking around at times. Like you can find that on YouTube. It'll probably be better than whatever they make out of this.
I feel like they would have done like I know we hate prequels, but this is me like way back in the day, like 2018. I feel like I was talking about it, 2016. I was just like, dude, if they made a show about Bioshock, it'd be like a prequel. It'd be like how all this started and all that stuff. Now I don't trust them to
wouldn't be
especially
bad.
do a prequel.
Okay, so there's two questions that I immediately had whenever I saw this. Number one, you can reduce the budget on a $200 million movie and still have hella budget left over. So what was the budget and what is it reduced to now? Because we don't see the numbers. Number two, if you're making it, which they say they're going to do, they're going to make it a more personal story. Remember that this isn't a TV show. This is not a TV series. This is a film. This is a one-off thing. So it's not like they're going to have time to take it too personally without showing what everyone wants to see, which is the big daddies, the little sisters, the splicers, maybe Andrew Ryan. I don't know if they're going to go that route, but at least be set somewhere around Rapture.
Dude, if this is a cheesy, low budget, like action, like horror movie, that would be awesome. Like you don't have to go too depth into everything. Make everything like mysterious and scary and I can't say that word. Ambiguous. Ambiguous. Yeah. Just make it ambiguous. Don't go too deep in the lore. Don't try to rewrite stuff. Just make a low budget action horror first person movie. That would be sick.
Yeah, don't go too deep in the lore, but still throw them in the deep end, you know, kind of just throw everything at them, what Bioshock has to offer, sort of thing.
Make it like Dread, encapsulated story.
Hell yeah,
it's really fun and it respects the lore. Just have it be a 90-minute just pisser.
So that's what's great about Game of Thrones is that the reason why the show's called Game of Thrones, not A Song of Ice and Fire, because it only goes into the politics. So there's like there's some mystical aspects in the show that are only explained in the books. And the point of the show was to sell more books. You know what I mean? And to get HBO subscriptions. And it should be the same with the lore of the show. It should make you want to be like, hey, that game you've been telling me to play for the past 8 years, I think I'm finally interested. Tell me the lore. Why did this happen? Why did this happen? And then you sell more copies of the game. Like that's the idea of these shows. And you can really lean into that if you do what Norman was saying.
So here's the thing then. Do we think there's a Bioshock on the horizon? Is there a Bioshock on the horizon?
It'd be a entirely different studio. I feel like there's been tons of rumors through all these years.
Because we know there is like a Bioshock-esque game coming out from the creators. I'm going to try and find the name.
You mean System Shock?
Wasn't Soma like that?
Oh, Judas?
Judas, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
The Judas is from, I think it is from the creator. And
there's been a couple of games that came out that are like trying to be like Bioshock for sure. Yeah.
Well, Bioshock is a ripoff in itself, which I'm not against ripoffs.
Oh boy, damn good.
Huh? System Shock, apparently. I need to play System Shock. And there's actually a remake for System Shock that's already out, I think. And that's what a lot of people tell me Bioshock was heavily based off of. Like, you know, they're fans when they say it's just a ripoff of this. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go watch this then because I like that. The Witcher ripped off Elric. And I'm like, well, I want to read Elric because I like these things that they're deeply inspired of.
Gandalf was Merlin. We could keep going.
Yeah, we can keep going, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, like everything's based off the Odyssey or the Iliad. I mean, let's be serious. Like it's all the same story structure. So, yeah, no, inspiration's good, but there's a saying: "Good artists borrow, great artists steal." So
yeah, you got to make it your own. You can't just copy it. Too.
I think there is some maybe a little bit of light because of the person who is directing this.
I don't know.
We've done a lot of. If you ever watched Constantine with Keanu Reeves, I Am Legend. What else did he do? ABF. He did a couple things.
I Am Legend. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire.
Can I see the budget for these films? I'm gonna do a little Google search. 100 million.
Yeah, I wonder how much I Am Legend cost.
So Constantine was 100 million US.
Yeah,
that's actually a lot of money for that movie for its time.
Let's see the first Hunger Games.
Constantine was.
That's probably the same. Hunger Games.
Is that the first one, Catching Fire, or is it the second one?
I think we were talking about it's the second one.
Second one.
The Hunger Games had a $78 million budget.
Wow, that's actually really low.
Damn.
Huh.
That sounds so. He's definitely got experience with flexible budgets, I guess. If we can look at it from that way.
Well, let's understand how long ago was that? Inflation has been flying through the roof.
Oh yeah.
At this point,
it's not cheap.
It's 12 years, so yeah, that could be over 100, but that's still like not a humongous budget.
I bet you 25% of the budget is going to these guys, Take-Two Interactive.
Oh yeah,
to license the IP.
Damn.
That's like typically what they charge usually for something like that, unless you're Lord of the Rings, you charge more.
True. Also, like to counter that argument, Mo, Godzilla -1. So
no, and here's what I got to say about that, because there's another saying, a limited palette makes for better art. If you have less money to work with, as we've seen with many things, your focus becomes on the story. If you have unending assets at your disposal, it's going to be crap because you don't have to be creative. You just kind of at a whim just make something exist. When you have a limited budget, you have to think about it. You are forced to think about it.
Yep.
Which is why that saying, having a limited palette, in this case a limited budget, creates a better piece of work, because you really have to meter where you use your special effects, how you get the actors to interact, where your settings are and stuff like that. And it always makes for a better movie.
And you got to be creative when it comes to being suspenseful. Instead of relying on crappy CG, you got to be like, all right, well, we have a limited budget of what the Big Daddy is going to look like, how we're going to do it. Are we going to use actual like effects, or are we going to use like props? And we have
practical effects. You have to.
Practical effects, editing, angles. We need to rely on that to make the movie suspenseful, not just rely on.
How much do you think they're going to make of Big Daddy? Do you think they'll do a big full mech?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely hope so.
Because I could see them attaching like some CG to it, but
yeah, maybe
it wouldn't have to be too mobile. If you see it creeping, and then like when it does attack, it would be a CG scene, but it would still be like an actual model. You could totally do something like that.
Well, I mean, they could use, the Fallout series, when the Brotherhood of Steel, like their armor, it didn't look terrible, but it also didn't look great. But it was also that series was shot on very relatively low budget, and if you put that in a nighttime setting, it lessens the angle, so you can make something crappy look even better because there's less lighting on it, accentuating flaws. So they can get away with it being completely mobile.
I thought
this
Fallout
is kind of
looked
like
great.
Netflix as well. They want to do all these deals because they're trying to bridge two markets right now. Like they're trying to develop a lot of video games right now.
Yep.
I think it was like there's July 20th. Netflix still has more than 80 games in development. Just there'll be like probably just like mini games or games related to shows, but they're planning to seriously make Netflix like a one-stop shop for your entertainment. That's what they want.
Do you think they're gonna like
Bioshock, and then maybe like a Bioshock mini game of some sort?
Are they gonna like legit compete with Microsoft when they start doing their streaming services? Or do you think they're gonna wait behind?
I can tell you who they have in mind as their major competitor and who they're jealous of. It's Steam.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Steam is the big boy.
That's the same thing we're seeing with PlayStation. Like I've said a couple of times with all these games that you're having to sign up for right now, it feels like the sort of first steps of PlayStation moving towards making their own launcher so they can bypass that 30%. They'll probably still have their games listed on Steam, but you'll be encouraged to buy it on the launcher so that's part of your account and everything's all synced up and all that nonsense.
Oh, yeah, they're already starting to dick around with that. On the Steam Deck, Ghost of Tsushima, I haven't bought it yet. I really want to buy it. I was just waiting because I have such a backlog. I'm like everybody else. Because if you are using the Arch Linux based system that comes with it, the launcher is not compatible with Proton, the Linux Windows translator, so they can't launch the game. So Sony's already kind of messing around with that, where they're making you add it. So that's it's just they're gonna screw it up.
Why does Sony not want to sell to a market like outside their market? Like even when they sell to Steam, they're still selling within their own market. It just
that's what I'm saying. They're still going to probably keep it on there. But again, it just gets very boring and businessy and down to numbers. But it's just all about increasing their margins. Simple factor is if Steam's taking 30%, and they could take that 30% back from Steam, they're going to do it. It's still a loss, but it's more money.
It never works. It never works. They miss out on the market.
But it's not sorry.
No. Origin, EA, they tried to do their own thing, and people were like, nah, son. So they went back to Steam. Same thing with it's just like it's never.
I'm in no way saying that it's going to be a home run. That's not what I'm saying. I definitely think if they did it, it's going to be a stumble and fall for at least 2 years before.
Yeah, and then
because these companies think that like video games is a service. right? Like, oh, we're going to sell you a service. Hey, I'm going to fix your sink. It costs this much. Hey, some problems came up. I'm going to ask for extra money. But video games is a retail service.
Yeah.
You sell copies and you make even more money when you do sales, when you go into other markets and lose 20%. You sell more copies and you make more money. Like, I don't know, like, what's it called? Pirate Software talks about that stuff all the time, where he talks about countries like Portugal and Brazil, how they can't afford video games at all. So one thing that they like to do is, like, the opening week a game comes out, they'll do an 80% sale the week a game comes out. They make it more affordable in these countries and they sell more copies. And that's how all games make money, is because you sell more copies. Not, oh, we're going to nickel and dime and sell everything at full price and do less sales. You still lose money because it's not a service.
It's true.
But I do got to get out of here. I got another show I got to be on.
Sounds good.
Busy guy.
Yeah, I'm a busy guy. But real quick, I looked into the X Defiant stuff. Season 2 is in September, and there is no skill-based matchmaking, and there is a ranked mode. The reason why I got confused is ranked mode is basically unlocked when you reach level 40. And to me, it doesn't sound like an actual ranked mode. It's basically just like, hey, if you're a higher level and you want to be with sweaties, you could just jump in with all the sweaties. But I'm like, to me, that doesn't sound like an actual ranked mode with an actual rank. Kind of just like this is the level 40 club, and you can play with the level 40s if you like. That's not really
it's
a
a short-term solution, probably.
That'd be for a medal, yeah.
I don't like that, But anyway, I'll be on Static's channel doing some politics, Monday Night Bloodbath. So thanks for having me on, boys, and you guys all have a good week.
Yeah, you too,
Yeah, man, you too.
Have a good one.
See you, man.
All right, cheers.
Bye-bye. Right then.
Yep. Well, should we move on to our next topic?
Yeah. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Say something.
This one's kind of short, but and I think this might have come out of the San Diego Comic-Con also, but the Gearbox CEO stated that there's there's possibly a new Borderlands game closer than you think. And
makes sense.
As I was reading this, I was like, I don't care. But when you read the comments, this is the greatest part. This guy named Bruce, probably not the anime Bruce that we know from Twitter, but says, I was just thinking to myself, why aren't there more games where I can play as a fat school lunch lady, a Jewish grandmother, or a penisless male? Have fun losing 50 to 100 million on this game like all the rest of the DEI trash.
I mean, Bruce just put it perfectly. Exactly.
Accurate.
Round of applause for Bruce.
Based Bruce.
You could say anymore.
It'll go the way of Concord, bland, boring, and uninspired, and full of pronouns.
Yep.
The 4 protagonists will each identify as a gender-fluid pregnant woman, a fortune-telling drag queen, a human canine hybrid, and a liberated pinata. Woke game incoming. They're just tearing it apart. And I just thought that was so funny because
this is how you know things turning around. Because you can stomp your feet and argue the point back and forth with these people, but when people are starting to just mock this shit out of existence, that's when you know it's all done. It's on the way out. This stuff is finished.
Which Borderland were these characters from? It wasn't from Tiny Tina. It was the one before.
Tales from the
that.
Borderland. I saw it in the comments.
Yeah.
Tales from the Borderland. Yeah.
No. Tales from the Borderlands was that.
Telltale.
Yeah, that was the Telltale game, and that was actually really good. These characters are not from that.
Somebody said it in the comments. They said what it was. I think it was Tiny, or I don't know. It said so. Somebody was like, they're like, hey, these look ugly. Oh, sorry. New Tales from the Borderlands is what it said. Go,
New Tales, that's it. God,
New Tales, yeah.
It's like almost the exact same name, but they added the word new to it. It's kind of like the pre-sequel game that they had. But I've always enjoyed these games, but not the last couple they came out with. They're trash now.
The one on the left looks like your cashier at Checkers and Rallies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first
One on the
couple
right
were
looks like the
great
guy
if you
from,
play with a friend.
The Acolyte.
And then there's the signature Miles Morales haircut on the right.
Jord, yeah, it's Jord. He's back.
But yeah, you know, just a little short story. I thought it was really funny as I was looking for stories to talk
Again,
about tonight.
that's another gaming franchise that has a cinematic counterpart on the way. It's just what
That's
are
right.
they doing with all this stuff, man?
I think the movie for
Yeah,
Borderlands
sure.
is going to flop.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Massively.
hard.
The
Even with Kate
casting is
Blanchett in it.
terrible. Sorry, what were you saying, Malty?
I said even with Kate Blanchett in it.
It's just a really dumb choice. Every single person they chose for the cast, like the only one that kind of makes sense is Jack Black as Claptrap.
Well, yeah.
Well, look how that's
Anybody
that's
play
fucked
a
now.
robot voice.
That's definitely changed now. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we need to move on from Kevin Hart. Like he's a 2010s kind of sensation. It's over.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what they were thinking bringing him in. He's like not relevant anymore. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool, good for him if he's like if he used to play the games or something and he happened to be in it, but his name's not gonna obviously. His name's not like put butts in seats for a video game movie. Yeah,
Should we go ahead and cover that really quick? I don't want to spend more than 5 minutes on it. Is that even possible?
All right, I'm gonna go for a slash. On you go.
All right, I'm gonna have you present. I'm gonna have you present your story after Norman.
Oh, cool.
But
Well, yeah.
all right, let's pull it up here. 5 minutes. Timer starts now. So apparently the Discord was archived and saved on someone's computer. They were going through their computer, found the save file and live streamed it through Drama Alert. Now they've found the Not Safe for Work Discord channel.
Oh boy!
And they thought that they didn't exist, but now they were like, "Oh, actually, I found them on my computer." And I think that is probably going on either now or like tonight. So
I thought the other shit was like the big news, but that's not sure I even want to know what's in that.
Well, there's not going to be any pictures. It's only text, but the text is going to tell you what the
text
pictures
is
are.
going to be like everything.
Yeah.
Dude's fucked in the head. That's all I can say.
Yep. They had Nathan, the guy that broke all this. He was on Side Scrollers earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
He
nice.
actually was on the
He
show.
was the one that put out those 2 videos.
Yep, he was on there, and then they kind of delved in a little deeper. I missed some of it because I had to take care of some stuff, but I caught the recap,
didn't even know he
and
was
just
on there.
their faces, like everybody's faces, dropped on there. It was,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
That was
I
just their
I watched
general
it
channel.
too.
I think that was just their
Previously,
hashtag
but-
general
I know,
channel.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
How
So
was
if
that
that's-
not the not safe word? Exactly. Like, dude, things he was saying.
I think we're gonna find out where these dick pigs actually were posted.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say what I usually say regarding this creep. I'll be nice this time.
I have nothing to say. So like we're keeping it under 5 minutes for me. So I'm just disgusted.
I'm
by
not gonna
all of
scroll
it.
too far.
Yeah, I don't know. But
there's
no,
nothing-
this
nothing more to
like
say.
this is why, this is why they say, yes, Isaac, I agree. Why they say don't be so open-minded that your brain falls out. Everybody's that's like, oh, don't misgender him. His name is Chris Tyson. He has autogynephilia, which is just a way to classify the level of disgustingness that he displays. He's a creep. You should have known it from the start. And I smelled it 2 years ago, and everybody else is like, oh, whatever, I'll just continue letting my kids watch this. By the way, Mr. Beast is complacent. He was in there. He was talking.
Oh, yeah.
He was in these
Yes.
rooms. So if he's in the not safe for work, they need to afuera him from YouTube, which they won't, but it's going to be too much heat.
Trending.
He's
Yeah.
turning
What was-
green
what was
now
the-
on YouTube for that now.
What was the name of that dude? He's one of the early biggest YouTubers.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
No, not PewDiePie. He's actually cool. He got caught grooming little girls, like calling them sexy in front of their parents and shit like that. And
I don't know.
I can't remember the name because I don't care. But this is what this reminds me of, and I'm just leaving it at that.
Yeah, no, he knows. And if he
All
did, if he
all
says
I'll
he
say
did
is,
know, he was
wood
criminally
chipper,
negligent.
feet first.
Yes, feet
Wood
first.
chipper.
Hashtag feet first. Yes. Do they have any hand operated wood chippers? Because I'd like to get one of those where it just
Oh, Shane Dawson, maybe.
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Shane Dawson.
Yeah, that guy I think he at some point he came out and was like, "Oh, I was just pretending to be straight this whole time. I'm really gay or something." That was the last I heard of him. But yeah, he used to be big on YouTube, and then it turned out he was a weirdo.
Yeah, Neo, I don't know. That's the
Doesn't
thing.
matter.
I don't think anyone knows.
He's one of the higher ups in his company.
There's
It's
a
the same
certain
thing.
degree of guilt for both of them. So one's worse than the other.
Yeah, if you're complacent, complicit. If you're knowingly going along with it, or if you're knowingly, this is to take it into sport. This is Joe Paterno all over again. He's pretending like he didn't know. Joe Paterno, it's just if you're turning a blind eye to it because you're worried about your fame, you're a piece of garbage. If you knew and you keep letting him do it, you're a piece of garbage. There's no way he's not a piece of garbage. He cannot apologize and explain his way out of this. So,
yeah, I gotta feel like there's an element of the lawyers to this. He's making like every step on their word, to be honest.
And by the way, they're based out of North Carolina. It isn't California. So don't think that they're not going to feel the heat. All right. This is not some commie state. Oh.
No.
What a great.
Dagnall does not look confused. It looks like he's banning someone right now.
Oh,
guess who? Guess who?
Yeah, I was busy doing something serious, and now I have to ban somebody from the chat. Let's see.
How
many minutes?
Five stars.
He knows all the buttons to push.
By the way, he was eavesdropping on what the topics were going to be tonight, and he made that last night. He came prepared.
So I have to ban him from the Discord as well.
2 in 1 day, man. Come on.
I agree, nerd words. Dagnall could do better.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh,
Minecraft.
Yeah. You're gonna heal yourself. That's what I heard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
Just gonna listen to Blue Oyster Cult. Don't fear the creeper. All right, now we're done with this topic with that dad joke.
All right, Norman, go ahead and
go
pull your
ahead,
story
yeah.
up.
Just kind of like a short one as well, but I kind of feel. I mean, I've said on the show a couple of times. I think next year GTA 6 is going to be a make or break for the gaming industry, because what GTA does when it comes along is it kind of refreshes the gaming industry a little bit. You know, people are going to upgrade their consoles, get the PS5 Pro, the Xbox equivalent at the time. They're going to get new graphics cards, everything when this game comes out. And it seems like in the last week, there's been a lot of damage control and a lot of different articles, a lot of different ways happening around GTA 6. So Ubisoft, there was a earnings call sometime last week, and Yves Guillemot, CEO, he was asked, what do you think about the release of GTA 6 sort of affecting your sales, Ubisoft sales of games? And he said, well, we generally see when GTA is coming that more people come to play, more people return to the industry, and that the rising tide lifts all ships sort of situation. And then just a couple of days later, GTA publisher, so Take-Two Interactive, warns that review bombing leads to loss of revenue. And we have this big gobbledygook paragraph, corporal jargon saying basically, if you leave bad reviews, people are not going to be able to find the game and they won't buy it, because that's how bad reviews work and that's how marketing works. And they're just kind of stating the obvious here. And they're just kind of preparing for whatever damage is going to come out from GTA 6.
What kind of logic is that? If there's like a bunch of bad reviews, they're going to be everywhere. People are going to pick up on it. It's actually going to create more interest in like, is it as bad as it is? So it might actually be a good thing. It's, in my opinion, that'd be a way of trying to turn a positive into a negative, but they're completely flipping between their PR tactics before it's even out.
In this article, this isn't from the call. This is just from the people writing the article. They mentioned the Helldiver situation and how they got like 100,000 negative reviews within 24 hours, and then stuff changed, and then things were altered on that. Obviously, we know that nothing really came of that eventually. They just kind of waited for the noise to settle down. And then the next day,
to consume and don't complain about it.
Exactly. The next day afterwards, we have Take-Two Interactive saying, please don't review bomb our game. A former dev who's kind of still locked into the GTA world by Obi Vermeji, because he's Indian, worked on GTA 3, San Andreas, GTA 4, basically came out and said, I don't think it's going to be wildly different from GTA 5. I think maybe people might be a little disappointed on the first day, but it's still going to be the best game out there.
Now, why would you say that?
Well, I think because, I said this earlier in the chat, but if you look at the jump between Red Dead Redemption 1, Red Dead Redemption 2, it's essentially the same gameplay loops, except all the dials are cranked to 11. In Red Dead Redemption 2, there's more realism to it, but at the core of it, they're still the same games. So I think what this guy is saying is, don't expect a miracle here. Don't expect, this to change the industry. It's going to be a really well-polished new game that's coming out on these systems, but it's not going to blow your mind or anything like that. It's going to be a really well-polished version of GTA 5 set in Florida. Graphics again will be better. It probably be more realistic than how they recreated Los Angeles. But other than that, it'll just be. So, what do you guys think about it?
I think they're getting ahead of some wokeness that they put in their game.
Yeah, and let's be serious. They also don't really do a great job of optimizing and taking care of their online community. It gets hacked all the time, and they generally have issues with their game when they release it. So and if it's woke, it's going to be it's going to be just a cascade of bad reviews. So I think it's partially what's probably going to be bad programming, especially if they have ESG and DEI and all that stuff. They're going to have crap. They've lost Laszlo. To me, losing Laszlo, for whatever reason, makes me automatically skeptical of this game. He was the lifeblood. He was the spirit of the GTA universe, and he's not there anymore. He had nothing to do with this game. So I'm really, really, really skeptical if this is going to be good or not. So that's my thing.
And don't get me wrong, this isn't like a linchpin for next year. We're probably going to see Ghost of Tsushima 2 next year. There's definitely things that are still to be announced coming out next year, like big titles. There's some things I've heard, but nothing I kind of want to throw in the channel because it's all rumors and grains of salt and all that kind of stuff. But I think in terms of the release window when GTA 6 comes out, if it does have bad reviews, I think it's going to hold people off from buying the new console, the PS5 Pro, to play the game with, because that's how normies work. They say, I haven't played a game in about 5 years. The new Grand Theft Auto's out. I'll buy this console with it. I'll go home and plug it in and see what happens. So if the game is bad and they hear that, they'll probably not buy it.
The worst thing you can do is just pre-order the game blindly, because they'll just know that people will just buy your shit no matter what. Make them earn it.
That's right.
Wait 1 day after it comes out to see if the game's broken on launch, because that happens almost every time now.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't make ABF tap the sign. All right.
Yeah. Just give it a day.
And then this was just kind of like a little footnote. GTA won't be affected by the ongoing video game actors strike over protections against AI. Yes, last year it was Hollywood's turn. Now it's the gaming industry's.
Yep.
And nobody's learned a fucking thing.
Now, do you think that they're saying that because they already have everything that they want recorded, or because they already have solid contracts that maybe
so every game that's, I think it's a year in development, they say it's somewhere here. So any game that's a year in development has a sort of pass, because I imagine they've already thrown out so much money for it. Yeah, games that have been in production for a year or more and live service games won't be affected by the strike. It's safe to say GTA 6 has been in development for a lot longer than that. Over a decade now. So yeah, that's just kind of, again, a little bit more of damage control. I feel like all of gaming media right now is sort of pulling together to keep GTA 6 afloat for the next year. Any sort of little problems, they're just going to come out and smash it straight away to make sure that it has the cleanest launch it could possibly have, so they can make all the money.
I remember when controversy used to steer the game, GTA 5, by being extra violent. You know, that put itself in the news quite a bit, where people were like, "Oh, you shouldn't buy it," and that made people buy it more.
Yeah, first seeing Trevor stomping on a guy's skull with his shoe and then picking it off, you know, is this him?
Everyone's distracted right now because Magadol changed Isaac's name in Discord.
I think Isaac changed his own name, and I told him to change it back.
It's not a gas guzzler. It's a different kind of guzzler.
Oh.
So.
Oh my.
I don't know what you're blaming me.
It took me a second because that's just how I view him all the time as. So, my inner dialogue is coming out. So
some people
don't mess with the mods. Yep. If you want to see what he's named, come join the GCA Discord.
Whoa, easy with that word.
Huh?
Come join?
Come join. Guzzle our content.
No spitting.
Perfect.
No spit. Yeah, only swallowing. I'll consume
man.
it. Yeah.
Daggerdall, you've yeah.
Did he change his name back yet? I'm gonna ban him if he doesn't. Final
yeah, he
warning,
turned it. He changed it definitely. He no longer goes.
Oh yeah, he changed it. I see what it is now. Particular mod is gay, apparently.
Yeah, which one is that? I wonder.
It's nice seeing that in gold. It is.
Indeed.
You have awoken a sleeping meme giant, he says.
Hold on.
Were you not already woken up?
Yeah, you
not
look,
woken
sir.
up.
He's
right.
No, he's not awoken.
Really?
He's just woke.
Meme giant, you better watch out when you come to that with some blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, Isaac. Right. That's basically what I was trying to say.
So if I could share one more thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Multi.
Yeah, that last article, right where it stopped, it was right in the middle of the screen, and I started to get a little triggered. So.
Oh, well, that's a different thing I'm going to show you. You're looking forward to Dragon Age Veilguard, right? You just made a video over on the GCA.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd show you a little video to sort of round out the stream, end on a lighter note, have some fun. This comes from the channel Unscripted, got about 60k views. I'll post the link in the chat for anyone who wants to see it. Bada boom ba. All right, let's watch this.
I lost count, Isaac. What do you think of them apples? Oh, no sound. Or are we not doing sound? Whatever.
Is there no sound?
No, there's no
yeah,
sound.
no sound.
Okay, I'll reshare it. Hold on.
No worries.
We're
We're very professional here. We
Oh,
never
yeah.
make any mistakes. This is very
Never
rare.
ever.
It happens.
Share this one. That one. Nope, not that one. Different window.
For some reason, when I do this, it just happens to work. I don't have to do anything special. But then people like Jeremy and other people have issues with it. You didn't share audio, damn it.
Because you can only
because they're
share
sharing
a
the
tab at a time.
Yeah, but if you share the window, I think it just auto does it. But sometimes sharing your system audio has problems too,
Mhm.
because then you're sharing everything.
Man, it's not showing up.
Try doing the screen, the entire screen, and make sure it
Entire
says share
screen?
system audio. Yeah.
Okay. And this one says to share audio, share a tab instead.
Interesting.
Okay, I'm going to try and add it to something else. See if that
Do
works.
you want me to look it up and then share that way?
Sure. I mean, I put the link in
Yeah,
the
you can post it in private.
normal chat. Done.
Oh, did you put it in normal chat also? Yeah.
I actually don't see it there. I've been looking for it.
Hold on. Cocking this up 2 seconds. There we go. Private chat.
It's not what your name says.
Just a little trailer, sort of like what's that called? Like honest trailers, you know?
Yo.
Yeah, you did a video on Dragon Age Multi, didn't you?
I've done 2 so far.
Yeah.
I haven't been very happy, but I've also not gone full malding.
You need to live up to your name. Mauled already.
Well, I try to temper it out with this stuff, so it's a nice little balance.
You can always tell how pissed Malty is by looking at the like to dislike ratio. The more pissed off he is, the less people like the but he gets so much engagement. I'm like, oh, 73%. He must have been really pissed. So
yeah, I must have said some wild shit in that one that I left out. I mean, that I didn't cut out. Yeah, I'll start it whenever you want.
Yeah, just go for it. It's just a little skit.
The old world is dying. Not with a bang or a whimper, but an Ocean's 11 style heist movie.
This doesn't look good, Ugly George. 2 white folks trying to save the world.
But you're a ginger woman.
It's not enough. We need more diversity. Allies from the shadows.
Like another woman?
Like another woman.
And then we'd need another ginger dude. Can't have diversity without equity.
Nah, can't trust them. How about brown, but not too brown? And someone Asian. There are billions of them.
Get over here. We need someone with the power over life and death. A rich old white guy.
No, we need someone urban.
Target.
We could also use a drag queen.
Right.
And someone without a race or agenda for our undefined audience to project themselves onto.
Yikes.
It's like an acolyte character.
We need a blank slate. Someone who is nothing to be our everything. I mean, no skin, no face, no identifiable features. So nobody gets pissed off. But where are we gonna find?
Hey. Oh, shit.
They're perfect. Together, we can brace for the negative reviews as BioWare defies the fans and does whatever the fuck they want with their beloved IP. The rest of us.
The audio of that dragon wing stretch.
That's
was
the best,
great.
yeah.
You were 4 when Dragon Age 3 came out. This is the game for you. What can I say, people? The fans. Democracy. The end of the world. Fuck me.
Oh, that was fucking glorious.
That's awesome.
That'd be in the first step.
Yeah.
Actually,
that was good.
It lost me.
That's all AI, all the music, everything. Just puts it together. Unscripted, that is. Good
Yeah.
channel.
At first, I was like, are they being serious? Then
it becomes blatantly apparent. Oh yeah, but that's probably
still
what's actually
kind of hard to tell because I can see them doing something like this. Like they got Phantom.
Oh, bless his heart. Although, even with the jokes in there, that really makes me want to watch like the cinematics from stuff like Inquisition and even Dragon Age 2, where like, holy shit.
Was
You got
that
excited
an
for those
actual?
games.
Was that an
Yeah,
actual Dragon Age trailer?
I've seen that from a few people around the community
No.
that they're more interested in the characters and what's actually going on in the story.
The trailer was real, but it was edited.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I was gonna
Well,
say
yeah.
it sounded like voiceover.
Yeah, AI audio
Yeah.
was on the music as well.
But it like totally fit. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
The thing is, the graphics
That
there,
was
where it's like it's filmed like well, not filmed, but it's shot like a damn Fortnite or a Borderlands trailer, like a mixture.
I'd say it's
It's
more
the
like
ring of
a
those two.
Clash of Clans, more like something like that, you know?
Yeah,
Epic Games.
yeah.
True.
Or is that? That's King, isn't it? I can't remember.
Look what they did to my franchise.
Welcome to the club.
Yep.
All right, well, we're at the 90-minute mark. Should we start outros?
Yeah.
Sounds
nothing
good to me.
else.
Malty, what do you got going on?
We
You're gonna
are
make
filming a trailer tomorrow for something, and also probably another MS standing up with Opie.
Nice.
And then obviously Wednesday we've got our live stream, and then actually it's my birthday tomorrow, so I'm working on my birthday. But on
Hey.
Thursday I'm taking the whole day off, so I'll be radio silent.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Nice, nice, nice.
Thanks, man.
Happy birthday,
Way
yeah.
too fucking old.
At some point, you stop celebrating them, right?
I would have even told anyone if I wasn't forced to not do anything. It was like, no, we want to celebrate. I know you don't want to. I was like, dadgummit. Okay.
Well, we're gonna make you so sick of hearing "Happy Birthday," you're gonna be as angry as Big Jake about it.
Only if I can't drink while ever y'all. I'm gonna take a shot, or at least a sip every time I get wished happy birthday, and I'll just be sloshed, and it won't bother me whatsoever. I'll just be like, "You guys, I love you so much. You're all my best friends."
Hell yeah!
Oh, here they go.
There it is.
One. It's not my birthday yet, but well, we still got 2.5 hours.
Damn,
Chat
you have a
doesn't
little.
care if it's your birthday.
Do you have a little mini fridge right next to you?
He's just ready to go.
Yeah, it's right here.
Damn.
Right next to the desk.
Nice.
Norman, what have you been up to?
Just the usual. You can find me over at kick.com/NormanConquest. I stream Fidget Game whenever I can, and currently in the middle of Red Dead Redemption 1 remastered. Also going to be finishing Nobody Wants to Die this week. Try and run that in the next couple of streams, and then just whatever else I feel like playing. Yeah, thanks for having me on. See y'all next week.
Heck yeah.
It's great having you.
Appreciate it.
Mo, you gonna be falling out of any stools anytime soon?
No, actually, this is all I've been drinking tonight. It's Squirt, but it's a pop.
It just looks like a bunch of memes. I don't know even know what that is.
Yeah, no. So I just trying to cut back and just enjoy life. So no big thing. I didn't like run over people or anything like that. I just got old. So if I fall out of the stool, it'll be because of my own lack of talent. So. Anyways, yeah, nope. So we got Late and Gay with the GCA coming up on Wednesday. That'll be fun. I should be doing Legion of Memers on Saturday, I think, and we got a new competition coming out, and we got some fun stuff coming. So we're trying to hit the reset button here and make it and really bring it back to the people that made it in the first place, the Fellowship. So hail the Fellowship, hail the 199, and hail the GCA.
Hail the GCA.
Hail.
Nagrinol.
Nine.
All right, peace.
No words.
No words. Only
What
emotions.
am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say when this is up here?
You're supposed to do your outro right now. Stop being
Fuck is
unprofessional.
Yeah, Nagrinol. You can find me wherever.
wherever. And if you guys look somewhere, that's where Daggerdoll is. He's just
Yes.
wherever.
I'll be there.
Yep. Except for standing up right now, he can't really do that. It'd be improper. So
Yeah, that would be this bad for sure.
In fairness, though, if you are watching a stream in the 199, he probably does pop in. Like I was watching Tomby, and then I was like, "Oh, there he is, Daggerdoll, yeah, right on cue."
Oh, yay!
She's sleeping right now.
Oh,
Yeah, she looks really comfortable actually.
Oh.
But one thing I wanted to show off, I got the worst T-shirt I've ever bought in my entire life.
I should have worn mine.
The
It's
Creeper Jeremy.
Yeah, it's so bad it looks like
Look how
fake
bad it is.
when you see
it's
it.
like 10 pixels. It's
Phantom, you could have your
can-
art on a shirt. Well, like, technically you do, because you made the MCU fan one, didn't you?
here.
That's right.
That was,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Oh,
that
yeah,
does
if
look
you
like
didn't know
that
what that
does look
shirt
like
was.
Phantom X right there. That is
Actually,
Phantom
I
X
think-
level quality.
I think Phantom could have done a better job than that actually. This one's really bad.
Well,
At least the font's
that's
readable,
240. Phantom would have put in a solid 480. You know.
And found the worst font on earth. Like, the man has found more shitty fonts than should exist in the world, but he's like a repository of bad taste. Peace.
All right, guys. That's it.
Yeah.
Wave goodbye.